Namaste, beloveds. Today I wanted to share with you how important it is that we really befriend our emotions and start working with our emotions, because they have a very profound effect on our body and our cells. And so I recorded a video last spring in Israel having to do with all the science of cellular healing and how it is and why it is the journey is so effective in getting to the emotional root cause of what is causing our surface emotions. And we're at a time where we need to befriend our emotions, welcome them, and go through a process of releasing what's stored here so that it doesn't show up as illness down the line. So I'm going to ask them to play the video for you now. And after the video, I'm going to do a process where you literally can go inside your body and start learning how to identify the emotions that are here, the words that are stored inside the body. It's something that I call the gentle welcome. And it'll allow you to begin this process of befriending our emotions and participating in our own healing journeys. So enjoy. Namaste. We are living in very exciting times as science and the medical field explore the impact that emotions have on cells and cellular healing. And it's no wonder that the Center for Disease Control has on their website that 85% of all illness has an emotional basis. And the reason they can say such a thing is because of all the work going on in the field of cellular healing. And what science has found is that when we feel a strong emotion and we repress it, it releases a quantifiable biochemistry into our bloodstream, which will go to certain cell receptors and block them, rendering those specific cells incapable of communicating with the rest of the cells in the body. And if over time illness happens, it happens where the cells are blocked. And conversely, what is also known is that when we feel our emotions very openly and freely, very naturally like a child does, our cell receptors remain open. And I experienced the direct impact of the effect that emotions have on our cells when many years ago, over 25 years ago, I was diagnosed with a tumor that was the size of a basketball. And part of my own direct healing experience was that I went on a journey inside that tumor, and I actually got access to the cell memory stored there and went through quite a radical process of release and letting go of that old programming, so that when new cells were born, they were born devoid of that old consciousness as new regenerative cells. And I healed without drugs or surgery in 6.5 weeks' time. And so beautifully, a method has been born, originally 25 years ago, from my own direct experience from healing from a tumor, which has been successful in helping people all around the world get to the emotional corollary of what is co-creating their illnesses. And so I've been delighted that I get to work with medical doctors to support them in their work by helping their patients get access to the cell memories and the emotional root cause of what is co-creating serious illness. And so I invite you to go through a deeper exploration. Even if you're not ill, all of us have emotions that it could be something very simple, like you're in a spelling bee and you misspell a word and everybody laughs. And no one gave you a manual how to deal with that. What do? You shut down. In the moment of that shutdown, that biochemistry is released, goes to your cell receptors, and remains stored inside your cells. And that pattern, that emotional theme, gets passed on from one cell generation to the next cell generation. So when I went to the surgeon with my tumor, she said, actually, this probably started The tumor probably started with one cell when I was 8 years old, but the pattern got passed on from one cell generation to the next cell generation. And what the journey helps you do is to interrupt that pattern and get access to the cells and the cell memory that is stored there, to clear it out at a cellular level so that the new cells are born without that old programming. Now, I have a program called Journey Outreach, and when 9/11 happened and the Twin Towers went down, I immediately had therapists coming in from around the world to go to New York City to work with those families who had lost loved ones in the Twin Towers. Because I knew what science had said is true, that when you have a big trauma like that and you're at the peak of a traumatic experience and you shut down, that's when this biochemistry is released. I only got to work with 250 people there, but I wanted them to clear this out before it showed up down the line, manifesting as disease. And I read in the New York Times that the US government had kept tabs on those people who were the families who had lost loved ones in the Twin Towers. And 10 years later, September 11th, 2011, they published the results, and the family members had off the Richter scale cancer. Why? No one gave them a manual. How do you deal with that kind of trauma? So really, it is my prayer that we don't wait till we get a wake-up call as extreme as these people have gotten. That you give yourself your wake-up call now so that you can get to the root cause of what is stored inside your body, clear it out so it doesn't manifest down the line like it did for me, like it did for those people in New York City. So this really is an invitation to you to give yourself a wake-up call now. I'm giving something called the Journey Intensive, and I invite you to join me in a 3-day immersion where you roll up your sleeves, that you dive in and you uncover these old repressed cell memories, emotional patterns, these lids that we have inside of ourselves, these shutdowns, these blocks, the depression that we have, the anxiety, the stress. And at the deepest level of being, you clear it out at that level so that it doesn't show up as something down the line. And I promise you, you leave that seminar feeling washed clean with the lasting results of feeling not only whole and complete in yourself, but at home in your own skin and at peace with your life. So I pray and hope to see you there, and that you use this video as your wake-up call to come home. To follow on from the video, I wanted to welcome you to join me in something that I call the gentle welcome. And as we learned from the video, when we repress our emotions or shut them down or sweep them under the carpet or shove them away or run from them, they get stored inside the body. And the gentle welcome is what I would call a precursor to doing a journey process where we go inside our bodies and we really give permission to our bodies to reveal to us what's here, what words are here, what emotions are here, what pictures are here. And it's a way that we learn how to befriend our body, how to befriend our emotions, instead of the old habit of pushing them away, fighting them, or pretending they're not here. So why don't you go ahead and find a comfortable position, and when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And once again, just allowing your heart to be as wide as the world. Wide enough to welcome all the feelings that live here inside of you. Even your ancestors' feelings. That's how vast this love is.
and giving permission to your body just to relax and open up, smoothing your forehead and softening the corners of the eyes and relaxing the facial muscles and releasing the jaw. You can even soften the corners of the mouth, just giving permission for the entire body and the being to relax now. And going to your throat and just softening the throat and the neck muscles and softening your shoulders. You know, all of us, we carry such burdens of responsibility and our shoulders get quite tense, and creating tension in the body doesn't do anything good for us. All it does is create tension. So we might as well just let go for right now these self-imposed burdens of responsibility that we have been carrying, as if some force of life is coming, or angels are going to come and lift it off your shoulders. And what if your only job right now was just to relax and open up? And so letting go of those burdens and softening the shoulders and softening your own chest, opening the door to your heart as if you're saying, I'm open to life, I'm open to myself. And softening the solar plexus area. And you can just let your belly go flop, as if you're saying to your body, it's all just allowed just to relax, let go, and open up, softening the belly and the pelvic region. You know, there's so many secrets stored inside our bodies, and we're giving permission to our bodies that for once we're going to listen. For once we're going to open up, and we're going to be present to whatever our bodies want to reveal to us. And all these secrets that are stored here, they're allowed to come up today. And so softening your hips and the pelvic region, softening the upper thighs and the middle of the thighs and the knees, legs and feet. And if somehow you are defending against life, guarding against life, like you've erected a wall where you're bracing against life, well, imagine this wall is crumbling into so much gravel and turning into dust and being swept out of the room. And if the body itself is the armor, well, opening the front door of that armor, the back door, the side doors, take the masks off and let the whole suit of pseudo-armor drop now to the ground and be swept out of the room. And you're just left as vast, open consciousness. And what if you were to allow this awareness to expand even vaster in front of you? Even more spacious behind you. Infinitely free to all sides of you. It's a vast open sky of all acceptance. That's how vast this love that you are is. And into this open sky, welcoming all the emotions that have lived inside of you, all the feelings, even your ancestors' emotions. That's how vast this love is. It can welcome everything. And now let's turn our gaze inside our bodies. And you already know this, the body is like this container full of all kinds of emotions. And our emotions, they're like little kids, Some are loud and attention-seeking, always trying to get our attention. And other of our feelings, they're more shy and they hide from us. And some of our feelings, we've rejected them so many times that, like a little kid, they hide behind closed doors and underneath lids, and they won't even show their heads anymore. And so putting out a heartfelt welcome to all the feelings that live here. And let your body and your being know that for once, you're going to be present to yourself. You're going to be welcome, whatever's stored inside of you. You're going to be welcoming to whatever words are here and feelings are here, or any pictures that show up. And instead of pushing it away, for once, you're going to open and be present and listen to yourself. And so locating a part of your body where there may be a little tension or stress or holding or hiding or contraction going on, locating that right now. Taking a nice deep breath in of acceptance. So breathing that in right now. And now flooding that area with acceptance. Letting it be softened and marinated and tenderized and opened up with this acceptance. And just this soft opening and welcoming whatever feelings are there. They might be as quiet as a whisper. So just be willing to welcome whatever's here and whatever's not here. And asking if there were a feeling stored here. What might that feeling be? Or if it had words and could speak, what would this part of my body say right now? Give it voice. Let it have words and speak to you right now. And as you listen to that, how does it make you feel emotionally? Just welcoming whatever's here and whatever's not here. It may be very quiet, it may be very subtle. So just staying open. Or perhaps a picture's just showing up out of nowhere. If that's happening, well, step into the picture. What are you feeling in that picture? Just welcoming whatever's here and whatever's not here. Taking a nice deep breath in of acceptance. And now flooding that area with acceptance. And now coming to neutral. And finding another part of your body where there may be a little tension or stress or holding or hiding or contraction going on. Locate that area. Taking a deep breath in of acceptance. And now flooding that area with acceptance. Letting it soften and be tenderized and opened up and marinated. And if a feeling were starting to spontaneously arise out of that area, what might that feeling be? Maybe very quiet. But if there were a feeling there, what might that feeling be? And just welcome it. Might be as quiet as a whisper. Or if this area could speak and had words, what would it say to you right now? Or sounds? Let that arise right now. How does it make you feel emotionally? Or perhaps pictures showing up. If there is a picture, step into it. What are you feeling in that picture? Welcoming whatever's here, and also whatever's not here. Or perhaps there's a lid or a shutdown somewhere in this body. And if there is a lid, locate it right now, where somehow there's a shutdown happening, where you're not able to access what's there. Locate that lid, and as if peeling back a lid on a can of peanuts, take hold of that lid right now and lift it off. What's hiding here? How does it make you feel emotionally? Just welcoming whatever's here. And also whatever's not here. Taking a deep breath in of acceptance. And flooding that area with acceptance. Coming to neutral. And now finding yet a third area where there may be a little tension or stress or holding or hiding or contraction going on. And take a deep breath in of acceptance, flooding that area now with acceptance, letting it be softened and tenderized and opened up and marinated. And as you open with what's there, what might you be feeling right now? If there were a feeling located here, what might that feeling be? Might be quiet as a whisper, so stay open. But if there were a feeling, what is the feeling that's beginning to arise right now? Or if this area could speak and had words, what would it say right now? Give it a voice. And as you listen to the words, how do they make you feel emotionally? What do they trigger in you? Or if a picture's showing up, step into it. How are you feeling in that picture? Or perhaps there is a lid over this area. If there is a lid, take hold of it right now and lift it off. What's hiding here? How are you feeling? Or if there's a door, take a key, open the door. What's hiding here? How does it make you feel? Just welcoming whatever's here and also whatever's not here. And taking a deep breath in of acceptance and flooding this area with acceptance. Coming to neutral. And now putting out an invitation to your body that for the rest of today, you're going to be present to yourself. You're going to be open with yourself. You're going to start taking baby steps towards befriending your emotions, feeling your emotions, allowing them to have a voice, and being present to what's going on inside of you. And if you uncover something that really needs some deep work, well, I suggest you get online and get the free of charge journey book. There should be a link. And there's a journey process, an emotional journey and a physical journey, that can also be offered, worksheets, and you can find someone to work with. Or you can get on our website and find a practitioner who you might like to work with to get to the root of what is putting these more surface emotions in place and experience for yourself a journey process which can only bring you home to the love inside, to the peace that's here, to the freedom that is your nature. So taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out. And the awareness can remain vast, spacious, free and endless in front of you. It can remain boundless behind, and infinite to all sides. And on the next deep breath in, you can take a deep breath in and you can open your eyes now into this ocean of awareness. Taking a deep breath in now. And opening your eyes into this ocean of awareness so that eyes opened or eyes closed, it's the same one presence. And if you feel you've uncovered something that is worth doing a journey process with, well, there's so many avenues that you can use to get a journey process. You can do it with a friend, you can do it with a practitioner, you can even record the journey process and do it with yourself. And so I look forward to having another day with you tomorrow where we'll explore a whole different area. And a heartfelt namaste.